I was 18 years old in 1972 when astronauts in space took a photograph of the Earth, this blue marble spinning in darkness. Suddenly, we were aware of our absolute dependence on this planet, oddly aware that, yes, this was our home. Like many young people in the environmental movement, I thought then of the Earth as my mother, how we are shaped in her womb, how we drink from her every day, eat from her every day, how she nurtures us with so many gifts, so much beauty, how she loves every one of us. Later, as I had children of my own, and as the human population in the world doubled and would soon triple, I replaced the image of mother with that of lover. We are a new skin covering the earth with our need, our greed, our tenderness. We are the storytelling animal unraveling and restitching forest and field, our human consciousness interpenetrated, mated with the earth. It is too easy to joke about marital problems. Instead, I give the metaphor its due. We are the bride of the world, and we are the groom. And now, as I wonder what the earth will be like in the middle and end of this century and beyond, as I look at decisions we are making and not making, now I think of the future as our child. And this catches at my heart. This makes me feel something new. A child dies from hunger, and the suffering of this one child is enough to catch our heart. We look at the photo of that little girl, her thin face and two bright eyes, the way she points every bit of her dying self at the camera, and we think, this isn't hard. I'll take her home. What's in the refrigerator? I'll make some soup. What we can hardly fathom is the physical and mental stunting of nearly 1 in 4 of the world's children due to a lack of food or nutrients. 1 in 4. Almost a third of the children in much of Africa and Southern Asia. More than 144 million stunted children under the age of 5, with another 47 million children wasted or threatened by weight loss or failure to gain weight. These numbers are too big. Perhaps we are sitting at a computer desk or reading over breakfast. Our shoulders loosen. Our arms and legs relax. There's nothing we can do. Stunting is a medical term, defined as 2 deviations below the height standards set by the World Health Organization. The vast majority of healthy children, no matter their race or ethnicity, follow the same growth patterns in their first 5 years. Genetic potential, what makes one person tall and another short, is expressed later in childhood. The first 2 years of life are when the brain and body have high demands for nutrients, and stunting usually happens at this time. It often starts before birth. Stunted children are not likely to catch up on their growth later. A stunted 1-year-old will become a stunted 10-year-old and a stunted adult. The number of hungry children in the world increases due to war and conflict, especially when families must flee their homes. Hunger increases because of climate shocks like extreme drought and erratic weather patterns. Hunger increases during outbreaks of disease, such as COVID-19, with the devastating effects of that pandemic continuing today. Even so, the majority of stunted children in the world are not the result of particular conflicts or shocks, as horrific and damaging as they have been and still are. The reality is bigger than any one event. In some countries, populations have lived with the suffering of childhood stunting for so long that the problem has become almost invisible. Short height is seen as the norm, not a consequence of poor nutrition. But a stunted adult is not the norm and is now at risk for a range of physical and mental problems: impaired organ function, impaired immune system, impaired cognition. Stunting is associated with higher rates of diabetes, heart disease, stroke, obesity, anxiety, and learning disabilities. Ending the misery of childhood malnutrition would have enormous consequences. Most malnourished children do not die, although some do, some 3 million a year. The rest endure a lifetime of diminished potential. They do less well in school. They do less well at work. They are sick more often. Almost certainly, they continue to be poor, since childhood malnutrition is both a cause and a result of extreme poverty.